Then, how do you start a cybersecurity journey? This is quite important because a lot of people start out cybersecurity and after a few months they get discouraged and back out. And one of the reasons is because they did not plan to start. One of the things you need to understand in cybersecurity before you go ahead in cybersecurity, you need to know. Even before you start writing certification, a very common error is that a lot of people want to start with writing certification without actually understanding what cybersecurity is all about. Now, when you do not really understand and you manage to write a certification and you pass, and you did not get, the opening or the job opportunity you want in a few months that you as you expected, then you think that the certificate is useless. No, it is because you have not understood, you have not developed the interest and passion in learning, so that even without a job, you can find a way to continue to sharpen your knowledge and sharpen your skills in cybersecurity. This is why it's essential that you have a learning plan. You go through the right process, you go to the right, have the right understanding, have the right foundation in cybersecurity as you get into this journey. So, building a learning plan, what you need to do is first set goals. Setting goals, you need to identify your career goals and your specific cybersecurity role that you want to pursue. That is why in the earlier part of this class we talk about different roles and and different career paths, technical and non-technical. You need to understand which one appeals to you, which one fits your personality. And if you remember, the 12 questions we answered in the last class will help you clarify this goal. So if you have not seen the video, you can go back and watch the video that answer those 12 questions that will help you find your bearing in cybersecurity. Then the next thing you need to do is identify learning resources, online courses, books, hands-on labs. These are very important for you because learning, the way you learn, also will help you to help to determine how far you go. It will help you go far. So courses are available online. There are books, there are labs. We'll shortly be talking about this more again. Then you need to create a study schedule. A study schedule in the sense that you need to allocate time each week. This is important because consistency matters. If you start learning in 1 week and you take a break for 3 weeks, come back after 4 weeks to learn, this inconsistency in studying can easily jeopardize your ability to go far in cybersecurity. So allocate dedicated time each week for studying and practicing, which goes back to your hands-on labs and home labs that we're going to talk about later. Then we have a continuous learning. Continuous learning is the fact that after learning the basics, after crossing the initial hurdle of starting, you need to stay updated with latest trend and cybersecurity and technologies generally. You need to be updated, you need to be in touch, you need to keep refreshing yourself because there are a lot of changes happening every time. Hackers are changing their strategies, new technologies are coming up, causing more new attack surface. Because if we in our last class we talk about source of cyber threats, because technology is changing, also the way people get exposed to are changing. So you need to be aware of what is going on. Continuous learning, this is a part of, must be part of your learning path. So an example here we're talking about is for you to become a security analyst, for instance, you need to start with foundational courses in networking and security basics. So if you decide that, okay, I'm becoming a SOC analyst, you need to understand networking and basic security. But if you are going to GRC, yes, you may have a vague understanding of general knowledge of networking and security. There are other aspects you need to focus on, as a GRC or policy analyst. So that is a way of putting together a learning plan. Now we're talking about learning tools and resources. So I mentioned earlier that learning tools are important. So we are talking about virtual home labs. So we have things like VMware, Oracle, and Kali Linux. So before we end this foundation, this jumpstart course, maybe the last session, we're going to look at how to set up home labs. We're going to look at how to install your VMware because this is very important for your learning, even in the advanced class. We may not go into detail in this foundational class, but in the advanced class, there will be a lot of work doing. One of the essential things about it is because when you are practicing, you need to practice in a safe way so that you will not fall into what we call script kiddies and cause harm. So you need to practice on your own system. That is why you need to have virtual or home labs. Then we have online platforms. Examples of online platforms are Coursera, Udemy, Harlison, Cybrary, these have various topics. You can do a lot, you can learn a lot. These are platform you need to use to supplement your learning and your continuous learning after getting it started. Then you have books, get a lot of books on Amazon, books on seller, books available. Uh, we have web application hackers handbook, hacking the heart of exploitation. A lot of books there. I also have some books on Amazon too. You could check my link. I'll put the link to my books too. Then I have hands-on labs. This is a very important thing because it is this part is what's going to help your consistency. Now, after you've learned, you're done with these courses, you've taken the advanced courses, you need to keep practicing consistently. And labs like platforms like tryhackme.com and hack the boss have been very, very useful for me personally. Until date, I'm still participating. And currently, there's even a program or like a event called the Advent of Cyber on Try Hack Me. So it's a 30 days 31 days challenge whereby you go through a real life scenario of a cybersecurity hack. So there'll be lessons, there'll be someone delivering you, teaching you on what to do, and then there'll be quizzes and questions you need to solve. Even though you cannot solve these things completely, or even though you don't have the knowledge yet to solve it, but it's a good experience if you participate in the advent. And I'm going to post a link to this advent on the WhatsApp group. For those of us in the group, you click the link, you register on the tryacme.com and be a part of the advent. Even if you are just to, it's just to watch the videos and attempt whatever you can, but it's a good experience for you to participate in. So Hack the Box is another good place where you can log in. They have interactive, there is like a gamified way of learning cybersecurity. You can hack. They have a live, tests of test instances of computers of servers that you can use to test your hacking skills. So tryacme.com and hack the box are very good uh, are valuable tools that you need to get in order to properly set yourself up on this cybersecurity.